Good morning. Today is Sunday, July 14th, 2024, and this is a weekly Bitcoin price forecast. So, looking at where Bitcoin went in the last week and where it could potentially go in the future. So this has been an interesting week. We are in the month of July, midway through July, and last week, I want to say inflation numbers came in. They were better than expected. So, I mean, that was overall bullish. Looking at this candle right here, it shot down, really went all the way down to about 53. And if we look at the weekly chart, like it pretty much went down to a level. It went down to a level and then bounced off of that, came back up to the upside, and now we're still sitting right around this level that we've tested several times. So to me, that's pretty bullish overall. I think this was the last kind of shakedown to get people out of their position. We're going to look at the fear and greed index later to show you that this is one of the lowest levels that we've been at, which historically is a major time that you want to try to get into it. So let's see. Going to the weekly chart, again, I said there was some type of level that we came to, and really that level is right here. So there was a pause in the market right here that allowed some type of consolidation for about a week or so, and then it shot off. So it came literally right down to here and then kind of jumped off to the upside. So as we can see, this last week was very bullish overall. Like I said, you did see positive inflation news. Well, I guess inflation moving in the right direction, I should say. So overall, that gives people hope that the Fed will start to decrease interest rates, which actually leads to more capital being in the markets and more liquidity overall. So again, pumping money into the system, and then there's just like overall like better sentiment now. Again, we're in like a low fear period, but like we've kind of gotten a lot of these massive shakeouts out of the way. There's a few left, but that's about it. So let's look at the drawings right here. Again, kind of the zone right here that you could draw. You have the long-term support that I thought potentially it could even come down to here, but that's not looking like it's going to be the case with this type of reversal. You had a support level right here, so it could potentially, kind of reject off of that one more time. That is a possibility. And then it could, continue on to the upside. But I think this is enough of a move down that you won't see anything crazy like a move down to here at this point, like 46 or even 50. I don't think we'll see 50,000 again, but again, it's a possibility. This is two levels right here. So you have like this upward channel and you have the support. So that is something that could reject and come back there. But again, we'll see. Time will tell. We got to look at the bull case and the bear case pretty much. Let's see. Anything else on the weekly chart? Not really. The moving averages are down here. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Looking at the daily chart, you've had a downtrend, a serious downtrend. Like it's you had a double top pretty much, which that's bearish. Once it kind of broke this level right here, it was pretty much continuation onto the downside. So you kind of had this last leg, this last little hope. I talked about this candle last week to where it shot down and then came all the way back up. To me, that's like a stop loss hunt. It's like a liquidation thing. And then it just came back up here. And as you see, like really in all the coming days, you form like this rounded bottom and it is going back up to the upside. You've already broken the 200 moving average here. So that's kind of hard to do, which lends me to believe that there's not too much more, room that this could go down. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. Looking at the 4-hour chart, this is a very clear uptrend. You can put something right there. And really somewhat of a wedge is actually happening right here. Something like that. And then like you have this bouncing motion, and then you see now we're on the top side of this, to where that could continue on to the upside. If you break over that 200 moving average, in a big way, which I don't think should be pretty hard, you will be able to do that. So, let me see on Friday. I don't think we had any, this was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday it moved a lot. So actually what you could see here, you will, unless price reverses down this way, you will probably see a CME gap, so a Chicago Mercantile Exchange gap, that'll form right here. So price may tap down to this moving average one more time and then go right back up. So yeah, that's just dealing with the futures market pretty much. Like price is moving without the futures moving. So futures will want to pretty much reconcile that on Monday, but Monday, Tuesday range. But we'll see. We got a lot to talk about today, actually. So I said again, we'll talk about the fear and greed index. So this is like a metric pretty much that shows you like kind of where people's sentiment is. It's a sentiment metric. So right now, this is like 7-11 it's showing. So we're in a very low like fear area. So like 29, 27. You see historically it's up here. The last time we were down here, that was September. Yeah, September, we were kind of down here for a brief second, then we shot off. That was like the last major move. And then we had a 3-month stall period. We got down here in late 2022, early 2023, shot up. So really, this is actually pretty bullish in my mind. Like this actually lends me to believe that like we're gonna continue on to the upside. Maybe we might stall out here for a little bit. You don't know, but something that you could expect based on historical price movement that you could see that go up. And even here in March, actually, you came down pretty low to the low 30s, and then it shot up to the upside as well. I think this was around the Silicon Valley Bank crash. Yes, it was. That's what this was. It was like Silicon Valley Bank, and then actually Bitcoin just went on a tear after that. This is when I actually started recording video. Somewhere around this time, I was like, yeah, this is going to be something. It's going to be something serious. So, okay, spot ETFs. If we look at it, like early June, there was some buying. There was quite a bit of buying in early June. And then just really selling to very little buying for the rest of the, June and July. But now it looks like there's a little bit more volume picking up. There's some volume picking up here. It's kind of decreasing at this point, but that is obviously much more leaning to the buying side on this side than what the other ones were. So what else happened this week? So Germany, they have gotten rid of all their Bitcoin. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't believe that that's a good idea long term. They're not really thinking strategically on this one. I know they did have some of their politicians urging the government to keep some for strategic reserve, but they seem to have dumped it all. So yeah, that's sad for Germany. Sad for Germany for sure. But it's a temporarily bearish thing as they dump supply onto the market, but it's still overall it's bullish, right? I mean, because they're getting absorbed. Like these Bitcoins are getting absorbed. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And the other thing that is realistically, bullish. Obviously, yesterday you saw the assassination attempt of former President Trump on national TV, and he's actually scheduled to speak at the Bitcoin conference in 2 weeks. So I mean, thankfully, no one was harmed. I obviously don't condone any type of assassination attempts on any side, but yeah, he's the first president to come out pro Bitcoin, and he's speaking at the conference. So I know that conference is going to be electric for sure. So yeah, I don't know. Interesting times. It's still a lot of vectors pointing to the fact that this is going to be an overall bullish scenario over the next couple months. So again, this has been Chris Talks Crypto. Check out any crypto-based resources on christalkscrypto.com. Join the Pulse on Crypto Discord, and I will see y'all on the moon. Take care. Bye-bye.